Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another VW show. It's Friday, which means, well, it just means I'm happy because I've got the weekend off. I've only decided to do one issue tonight, and there's a couple of reasons for that. One is absolutely beautiful outside, and I just want to go outside and have a cider or something. Two, it's 30 plus degrees in this room, so I'm sorry if you can hear the fan behind me. As you can see, the sun beams in all through the day, and it's really warm in here. So I just want to be done, and I wanted to obviously give you a show. So I thought I'm just going to do the one issue tonight. It's not too long, and then everyone can get off and enjoy their evening because it's lovely out there, and it's going to be hotter tomorrow. So I'm having having a couple of drinks and some people around tomorrow for a gathering. So we've sort of rounded some people up, and we're going to have like a barbecue in the garden tomorrow, like a post-birthday thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. The first thing I'm going to do is just bring my camera down because I have a little show and tell. So I'm not going to say where it's from because I don't know if they would want me to say, so I'm not going to. But for my birthday, this came through the post. And it's the level 5, so it's the harder one, level plastic kit of the 1/24 scale Samba bus flower power. So yeah, this is going to be something that's going to be done on the MCCUK. And so thank you, you are that got this. As I say, I don't want to say anything because, they might want to remain anonymous. But thank you very much. Really appreciated. Yeah, it looks really good. It's very colourful. So yeah, plastic model kit. And yeah, I've already had a little look inside the box. It's I've not actually done one of these kits before, and all of the instructions are in colour. So yeah, it looks really cool. And then you've got decals in there. So yeah, I love it. So yeah, thank you very much. So this came for my birthday. So from someone from the community. So thank you very much. So I'll be doing this at some point on MCCUK, and I will promise not to undercoat or prime. Sorry, I won't prime all the white bits black this time. I've learned that lesson. But there you go. It looks really cool. And I thought I'd show you that on this show because we are doing the VW camper. So come back to me for a moment. We'll go through some of this chat and then we'll start the build. So we've got Steve131 in saying hello. So hi Steve. Steve saying hi to Peter. Gillian says good evening, Horlixs, and everyone in the chat. So good evening, Gillian. And I've just noticed I look like a peacock. I don't know what's going on with my hair. Steve131 says evening to Gillian. Gillian says good evening to Steve. Peter says hi, Alex. So hi, Peter. How are you? Peter says hi to Steve. How you been? And Peter says hi to Gillian. Gillian says hi to Peter. And Crafty Chris says hi, Alex. Good luck with your show. Hi, Chris. Thanks for joining. Hope you're well. Gillian says good evening to Chris. Dave Builds says good evening, everyone. Good luck with your build, Alex. Have a great show. Thank you very much, Dave. Dave says good evening, Steve, Gillian, Peter, and Chris. DS Model says hi, everyone. Good luck with your show and build, Alex. Thank you, DS. Gillian says good evening, Dave Builds. Chris says good evening, Steve, Gillian, Peter, and Dave Mack. Dave Mack says evenings, Dave. Steve131 says hi, Crafty Chris. And some hats. Gillian Dotz says good evening, DS Models. Steve says evening to Sir Dave. Steve says evening to Dave Mack. Peter says hi, Chris, Dave. Dave Mack. Dave S and Dave Mac. Lindsay says hi to all. So hi, Lindsay. Thank you for joining. Peter says hi to Lindsay. Chris says hi, Lindsay. Lindsay says hi to Peter. Ian says good evening all. Hi, Ian. How are you? Dave Matt says hi to Lindsay and Ian. Lindsay says hi, Crafty Chris. Lindsay says hi to Dave Matt. Peter Webster says, sorry I disappeared from your live last night, Lindsay. I had a bad turn and wasn't good. Oh no, I hope you're okay now. Lindsay says, no problem, Peter. Steve131 says, Peter Webster, has your Ferrari given you any more ag? Lee says, hi all to the host and in chat. So hi, Lee, how are you? Danno Builds says hi to Lee. Peter says hi to Lee. DS Models says, I'm having a wine drowning my sorrows. Oh, it's nice to have a wine now and again. Lee says, nice kit. Thank you. Steve131 says, Horlixs, nice model, well gelled. Thank you very much. And Peter says, I've built the RC 1/10 scale flower power Tamiya bus. Yes, I remember you saying that. DS Model says, looks cool. VW kit, that does. Yeah, thank you. Mark's mods in. Good evening all. Hi, Mark. Gillian says, good evening, Mark. Steve says, evening to Mark. Mark says, evening to Gillian. And evening to Steve. Peter says, well, Steve, I'm working on the underbody of the Ferrari and assembled 3 times and took apart and built again. Being fun. God. Dave Matt says, evening to Mark. Peter Webster says hi to Mark. Steve. Shocked faces. Mark Small says, evening to Peter Webster and Dave Matt. Peter says hi to Ian. Steve says, Lindsay's build and Ian, hi. Peter says, I'm much better now. Cheers, Alex. Good. Ian says hi to Mark, Peter, and Steve. And Lee says, good, just doing new intro and editing a new video. So cool. So let's get this done, and then we can all go and enjoy our evening, whatever you're doing. But I'm certainly going to be going outside to have a nice little cider or something, and just it's really warm even now, like when the sun's gone down. It's like that temperature you get when you're abroad, so you've got to make the most of it, haven't you? So and plus the fact I've not had my next delivery yet either, so I don't want to go do too many and not have, in case there's delays in the post. So, we're doing issue 53, which is the rear suspension 1. So, get all the bits and bobs we are going to need. Ooh, that's metal. Okay, so the left rear suspension arm, and this is metal. You see it's a bit scratched there, you can see the paint, but yeah, that's metal, so that's cool. That's going to give it a bit more weight. 2 is the brake mechanism, or the brake drum. Okay, sorry, this is the drum. This is the brake drum. So that will go on there like that. And it's a shame, isn't it? Because it's going to hide the detail. So I'm not sure why they bothered with it. Because if that's the drum, that will go on there and hide it all. And they did the same with the bus as well. But at least, I suppose, that's there. Okay, 4 is a suspension shaft, which is this, and this is plastic. We've got the spring, and that's quite a stiff one. We've got 6, which is the suspension arm cover. And then we have a selection of screws. So 7 is MM screws, BD05. Actually, I'm not going to open them yet because I'm not sure if we're going to need them all. We've got some BP04 screws and BP11 screws. Okay, so I know we're going to need BP04, so I will open those. I'm just looking at the manual. And oh, I think actually, no, we are going to use all of them. Okay, I'll open them all. It's only because I know we won't be using these parts, and it looks like there's some screw holes, but I'm guessing we'll use screws later on. So no, that's fine. There are all the screws ready to rock. And we can start assembling. So we're going to assemble the suspension there on the back of the piece we worked on last week. So the first job is to retrieve the rear chassis assembly and place the left rear suspension arm as shown in the picture, carefully inserting the post of the left half axle into the inside of the hole indicated in the suspension arm. So we're going to be working on this side. Okay, so you can see on there there's a keyway, and that will marry with the key on this part. So that will be twisted round. I think it's probably easier to insert that one first, then put that one in, and that worked perfectly. And then that lines those two pieces up. Okay, so with that being done, we're going to use a 53/9 screw, which is the BP11. And I think I'm going to use the Oria for that. And that's going to go in this, the one here. And then we want a BP04 screw, which will go through this one where the key was. Brilliant. And that is now secured into place. Okay, so next we're going to turn this upside down, and we are going to insert the suspension spring into this hole here, like so. Then what we're doing, fit the suspension shaft so the bottom end is inserted into the spring housing and the suspension arm post fits in the upper axle support. I'm just looking at the picture carefully. Does that move? Oh, yes, it does. I was getting confused because that's sitting flush, but that moves up and down. But now I'm not sure. I'm a little bit stumped, actually, because I'm not sure these are the right way round. But they were, according to last week's magazine. But I'm going to have a double check. Well, it definitely says left. Install the end of the right half axle into the indicator hole at the bottom to ensure. Okay. I think I made a boo-boo last week. So I'm going to undo this again. I didn't think it was quite sitting right. And these axles are in the wrong holes. So that is the right one. And that goes in the other side. Easy fix. And then this is the left one, and that'll go into there. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, much better. Now that sits further up. So that was my error. Okay, now we've got a bit more movement on there now. Okay, so as we were, that's just because this didn't make sense. But so that is now going to go into that spring, push down into that housing. Easier said than done. And attach on there. There we go. So now the suspension works. Then we're going to attach that with a BD05 screw from the inside just here. And I think this is going into metal, but it doesn't need oil because that's gone in okay. And I've just loosened that off a little bit so that can sort of sit. So yeah, you get the gist. That now is the suspension. So just a tip, if you haven't got this far, when you put these axles in, they are coming up as you look at it this way, and then you want the key facing towards you away from the bumper, but they are lettered. Yeah, it says R on there, and that one says L, and obviously got them mixed up last time, but easy fix. And you could just tell because it wasn't quite looking right. Okay, so the last step then is to press the suspension arm cover onto the housing indicated covering the BP11 screw, which is this one here. Like so. And then it says carefully store the brake mechanism and drum for use in a later assembly session. So they will be used later on. So I'll put them somewhere safe. I'm going to put these screws away. I need another label for BD05. And BP11. So let me do that now. What have we got? BP 10, BP BD05. And we want a BP 9. We want a BP 10 and a BP 11. BP9. I think I'm going to need to get another screw part soon because I'm running out on this. Ideally, I wanted to put the BP11 down there, but oh, actually, I think we got one with this, didn't we? I got one the other week. BP11 and then a BD05. The font's a bit different. But you know, I like to be organised. That'll do. So we've got all the screws labelled up. And that is it. So yeah, we got some suspension done. Have we got? Yes, we do. No. Oh, they've only got the front wheels. I was going to try a wheel on it. I can't even do that. Okay, so. Oh. Excuse me. God, it's warm. So, Peter says, finished the second rear door and assembled the front panel of the bus now. Oh, amazing. But that looks cool. Peter says, I made the same mistake. Didn't notice the letters on the drive shaft. Yeah, it's easy to do, isn't it? So I had to just check back. But it does clearly actually say it says insert the ball end of the right half axle, and then you can see the position of it on there. So again, it was an easy fix. So yeah, Mark says hi to Ian. Spoon Glue says hi to Horlixs. Hello, how are you? Thanks for joining. Dave Max says evening to Spoon Glue. Peter says hi, Dave. Sprue. Sprue says hi, Dave, Peter, Lee, and chat. Mark says hi to Sprue. Sprue says hi, Mark. As Demetrius says, good evening, Horlixs. Good luck with tonight's build, and hello to everyone in the chat. Thank you very much, Alex. Peter says hi to Alex D. Dave Matt says hi to Alex D. Spoon Glue says hi to Alex. Spoon Glue says, I hope you're all well. Dave Matt, nice work, Alex. Great show. Big thumbs up. Thank you very much. Lindsay says cool build. Steve131 says good work, Alex. Thank you. DS Model says great build, Alex. Thumbs up, everyone. Spoon Glue says hi, DS. Peter says I'm terrible at reading instructions. And DS, hi, Spoon Glue, was a great entrance in. Was that last night? DS, last night. Peter says, well done, Alex. So yeah, that's it then. Next show will be Monday, as far as I'm aware, with Crafty Chris and Yorkshire Crafter. They'll be doing the Doll's House at 7 o'clock. And then I will be on after that, normally about 8 o'clock, but obviously depends on the ladies and how much they've got to do. So from 8 o'clock, I'll be doing more of the leopard tank for Ian. So yeah, looking forward to that. Tomorrow, I'm having a little, let's say at the beginning of the stream, having a little get together as a post-birthday thing. Obviously midweek, my birthday, so I didn't want to, it's not really the time to be having sort of gatherings or parties. So yeah, we're going to have a little do tomorrow here. And there's a few people coming. We'll be in the garden, having a few drinks, cocktails, and a barbecue. So that will be really nice. First barbecue here of the year. And we've just managed to get hold of a gazebo as well last minute, because it's supposed to be really hot tomorrow down here. And I mean, I've already got a tan on. If we're out there all day tomorrow, we're going to get burnt. So it'd be nice to have the gazebo up somewhere, so we can have a bit of respite from the sun. So yeah, looking forward to it. Alex says, hello, Peter Webster. Hope you're okay, my friend. Spoon Glue has laughing faces. And Peter Webster says, I'm doing good, Alex. D, hope you're good, buddy. So, yes. Apart from that little minor hiccup, the build went well. But as I say, you know, I make mistakes as well as everyone else does. You know, no one's perfect. So, it's all been resolved. I'm really happy with that. And yeah, look forward to doing some more next week. I should have another delivery by then. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I hope you all enjoy your rest of your evening. As you can see, it's still blazing sunshine out there, so I'm going to go and make the most of that. And I hope you all do too. And then have a nice cup of tea in the garden, or a beer, or whatever you're going to have. Dave's got his wine. So I hope you got a nice little strawberry in it, Dave. Anyway, I'm going to stop blabbering. Thank you all very much for joining, and I will see you on Monday evening. So, yeah, have a good rest of your evening, and I will see you later. Signing out. You've been knocked down and got up again. In the corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hit your fury and kept it in, but it's time now you ignite and turn to ember.
to rise from the ashes.